Michael McLaren here. I'm the editor of Hardline's weekly newsletter for the retail home improvement industry. And it's time to get tough on the economy. It's time to roll up our sleeves and get tough on business. I read an article in the Hardline's Daily News this morning about Walmart. And Walmart, gee, only the biggest company in the world, let alone the biggest retailer in the world. What's it doing in tough times? Getting tough. It's pushing its marketing efforts more than ever. It's trying to understand its customers better than ever. What are you doing to understand your customers in these tough times? Well, that's where Hardlines comes in. We have been very busy studying the marketplace and studying the customers, and we are very surprised to find out that this economy and this marketplace began slowing down with the middle of 2008. And of course, and the marketplace that we all work in got battered by housing starts dropping, loss of consumer confidence, and just lousy weather. But some interesting winners and losers. The big boxes took a hit last year and are taking a hit this year as major urban markets feel the economy's downturn more than some of the rural markets where the home hardwares and the true values are keeping steady business. And we're watching companies like Rona be bold, raising more money through a share offering as they try and weather the storm in the economy. Home Depot came out with new formats. They may work, they may not, but we talked about them in the latest issue of HQR. Canadian Tire, definite winner, and two new formats that they're working on. Their Smart Store and their smaller rural store. And the Smart Store is smarter, and the rural store is smaller and more rural. And we talked about those in HQR, and we'll walk you through each of those store formats so you can understand what those customers, what those competitors are doing, because they're out to eat someone else's lunch. Let's face it, it's all about gaining market share in this economy. And if you're stepping back and you're holding on to your ad and promotional dollars while someone else doesn't, then they're going to go and get after your market share, and I don't want you to lose on that one. I want you to understand what the marketplace is doing, understand how much it's grown, understand how the top four have gained more market share, how they've consolidated the business even more than last year despite slow times. Some interesting winners like hardware stores, once considered the roadkill for the big boxes, having a tremendous resurgence, and it's all about customer service. Some great stuff in this latest issue of HQR and its companion document, which is the Hardlines Who's Who report with, I guess we've got probably 75 or 80 companies in there, hundreds and hundreds of retail buyers, store locations, the whole bit. Everything you need to know to understand your competitor, your customer, because God forbid we slow down our efforts to stay on top of both of those entities during these tough times. Michael McLaren, getting tough on the economy. Thank you. Okay, we are seeing some good positive signs emerging. And the latest good news is that housing resales, MLS listings, resales climbed 11% from April to May. Good news. Did you know that building centers as a retail segment in the home improvement industry saw their sales growth shrink in 2008, but buying groups and the stores that are members of buying groups also saw their sales drop, but by only about half as much. So that tells us that companies, dealers that stay affiliated with buying groups on average do much better than independents. Did you know that dollar stores account for one of the fastest growing retail segments in North America? Did you know that one of the winners in last year's retail race was definitely Canadian Tire? Its home improvement, home enhancement hardware departments saw some good growth, and they were up by 3.2% overall, one of the few positive growth signs in our latest report, in Hardline's quarterly report.